मैं ना अपने बच्चों को कैसे सिखाऊं फाइनेंस, और मुझे ये कोर्स कराना है अपने बच्चे को। और दे इवन से कि अर्पित, व्हाई डोंट यू क्रिएट अ कोर्स फॉर चिल्ड्रन, एंड आई नेवर डू दैट. My name is Arpit Arora. I'm India's leading personal finance expert and passive income coach, and I'm on that quest to change the middle class of India and transform their financial life in such a way that they are able to have the potential to follow their passion. They have the focus to follow their passion. They are not distracted by money because they're creating enough passive income, and most importantly, they're able to live with inner peace and joy. And that, my friends, happens by winning the game of money. That happens when you upgrade your financial IQ, and that most importantly happens when you are committed to achieve financial freedom in your life, because it cannot happen without a commitment, and it is my commitment to make sure you get all the support that you need to walk and achieve that destination. I get this question a lot. So people keep on asking me, Arpit, मैं ना अपने बच्चों को कैसे सिखाऊं फाइनेंस, और मुझे ये कोर्स कराना है अपने बच्चे को. और they even say कि Arpit, why don't you create a course for children, and I never do that. I can do it. I can even monetize it, और there is a good demand for it as well. मुझे लगता है आने वाले फ्यूचर में financial education for children is also going to grow as a business segment, but somehow मेरे दिल से ना वो आवाज़ नहीं निकलती कि बच्चों के लिए कोर्स बनाओ. I'll tell you why. Because there is another fundamental science that I understand, and I want to share that with you. It's not because I don't want children to learn about money, or I don't want to teach them, or I don't think it's profitable. वो सारा तो मैं सोचता भी नहीं वहाँ तक. With children, I've given so many talks in Delhi University, colleges, so many times without even anything in expectation. So many times I've taken my personal professional time of the meetings that I do with people just to allocate some time to this. But I came to a very strong realization, and I'll share that with you. How do children learn the best? By hearing from you or observing you? How do children learn the best? By hearing you or observing you? The power of attention in your children is so strong, I can't tell you. Like I have a 4-year-old son, so I can say by experience, and I'm sure all of you already know this because the journey I'm going through, you've already gone through it. You should simply see, अभी आप ध्यान से देखना, when two people are talking, how closely is a child listening. Typically जब वो child 4-5 साल से नीचे का हो, when their cognitive functionality of the mind is not as strong, क्योंकि mind analytical चल रहा होता है हम सबका. बच्चों का ऐसा नहीं चल रहा होता, बच्चों का mind creative चल रहा होता है. तो when they're in that zone, especially under 4-5 years, just observe them. कितने ध्यान से they will observe things, कितने ध्यान से they'll be paying absolute attention to whatever is happening around them. This is why, also a main reason why children learn faster than us. It's not just because they are young, they have a fresh mind, this or that. Those things surely help. But their power of attention is so strong. The power of attention is so strong that everything that they're just like soaking everything that is coming their way. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is not for parental advice. It's for making your children financially smarter than you. So if you tell your child कि बेटा ये पैसे दे रहा हूँ, उसको बजट करना, सेव करना, इन्वेस्ट करना, क्या वो करेंगे? या वो देखेंगे आप क्या कर रहे हो, ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, हाउ आर यू स्पेंडिंग, व्हेन यू गो एंड स्पेंड, व्हाट इज योर बिहेवियर, व्हाट इज योर पैटर्न. जो चिल्ड्रन ऑलरेडी नो इट सबकॉन्शियसली, उनको सब पता है. तो योर चिल्ड्रन आर लर्निंग नॉट फ्रॉम हेयरिंग प्रवचन फ्रॉम यू और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फ्रॉम यू. They are doing almost everything by just observing you. So the question is, if you yourself are not upgrading your financial IQ, if you're not upgrading your financial behavior, if you're not upgrading your money pattern, क्योंकि वो तो दिख रहा है उनको, do you think your child will be able to even match to where you are? Is it possible? Is it possible? At least in the younger years when they are just surrounded by you, when you are the main source of time, inspiration, and learning. Do you think at least leading up to their teenage, is it possible कि they can outgrow what you are doing? वो तो मैच ही कर पाएंगे at best. तो जिस लेवल पे आप हो वो उसको तो एक्सीड कर ही नहीं सकते, एटलीस्ट टीनेज तक तो नहीं कर सकते, फाइनेंशियली तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. तो उसको एक्सीड करने का सबसे आसान तरीका क्या है? फर्स्ट यू हैव टू अपग्रेड योरसेल्फ. सो द बिगेस्ट गिफ्ट ऑफ फाइनेंस एंड मनी यू कैन गिव टू योर चिल्ड्रन इज योर फाइनेंशियल IQ, एंड यू कैन नॉट गिव इट लाइक दिस टू देम. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू हैव इट एंड देन दे विल मिरर इट. दैट्स वाई दे से कि लर्निंग एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आप दे नहीं सकते, लेकिन अगर कोई लेना चाहे तो वो ले लेगा. I can push you, persuade you, inspire you, teach you, but the education, the transformation will happen when you are able to and you want to absorb it. Same way, if you want to make this happen for your children, the only way it will happen is when you first upgrade your own IQ, you invest your time, effort, energy and money into making sure your version goes up. तभी बच्चों का version up जाएगा. So वन अनदर स्किल, ये तो हो गया माइंड. अब स्किल में आप क्या कर सकते हो? फॉर पीपल हु हैव द चिल्ड्रन हु आर ऑलरेडी इन टीनेज, वहाँ पे आपको स्किल भी यूज़ करना है. वहाँ पे सिर्फ माइंडसेट वर्क नहीं करेगा. इफ़ योर चिल्ड्रन आर इन टीनेज और ओल्डर, यू गेट देम अ क्रेडिट कार्ड. गेट देम अ क्रेडिट कार्ड. आई नो अगर आपको थोड़ा सा वियर्ड लग रहा है सुनने में, तो हेयर मी आउट फुली. You get them a credit card in your name if they're not an adult yet. Let them spend the money that they would otherwise, जो आप पॉकेट मनी में दे रहे हो. जितनी भी पॉकेट मनी है उसकी आप लिमिट सेट कर दो. Get them a credit card and track their expenses. When you pay the bill with them, looking at the expenses together and guiding them what they should do next month. अगर आप ये 5 मिनट एक्टिविटी कर दो उनके साथ, और आजकल जितने भी स्टेटमेंट्स होते हैं उसके अंदर पूरा वो ऐप में सब दिखाता है कि कितना पैसा कौन से सेगमेंट में लगा. अगर आप ये 5 मिनट्स भी स्पेंड कर लो अपने बच्चों के साथ, स्पेशली फॉर द चिल्ड्रन हु आर टीनेज एंड ओल्डर, you will start seeing that you are seeding in the best behaviors, the right things that they should do, and they are also teaching them how to manage their own money, चाहे वो क्रेडिट कार्ड का ही क्यों ना हो. तो ये क्रेडिट कार्ड 5,000 की लिमिट का भी हो सकता है. इट्स दैट यू कैन लोअर द लिमिट ऑफ द क्रेडिट कार्ड. दैट्स ऑल्सो ओके, दैट्स ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. इन फैक्ट यू शुड डू इट. जितना आप उनको पे कर रहे हो एज पॉकेट मनी, उतना आप उनको उतनी ही क्रेडिट कार्ड की लिमिट दे दो और पॉकेट मनी कर दो बंद. RU पे वाला दिलवा दो ताकि UPI में हर जगह वो चले. तो दिस क्रेडिट कार्ड दैट आई शोड यू टुडे, आप ये वाला दिलवा दो अपने बच्चों को, एक कार्ड. अगर आप उनको नहीं पे करते हो पॉकेट मनी, तो यू स्टार्ट गिविंग देम पॉकेट मनी in the form of the limit of their credit card, and that is how it will happen for them. Because if the children don't learn how to manage their expenses today, they will also not be able to learn how to invest their money. Eventually it's always going to lead to how you're going to save and invest and grow. वो तब तक नहीं होगा जब तक एक्सपेंस मैनेजमेंट नहीं आएगा, और एक्सपेंस मैनेजमेंट तब तक नहीं आएगा जब तक आप उनको एम्पावर नहीं करोगे, और वो तब तक नहीं आएगा जब तक आप खुद एम्पावर्ड नहीं होगे. So self-empower, then you empower, then you help them, guide them, and then all of those things will happen in this sequence itself.